ideal gas equation. Ideal gas equation we can derive from Boyle's law, Charles' law, Avogadro's law, and see here the mathematical representation how we can derive the ideal gas equation. As per Boyle's law, V is directly proportional to 1 by P. V is directly proportional to capital T, Charles' law. V is directly proportional to small n, Avogadro's law. Based upon these three equations, we can write V is proportional to 1 by P into T into N. This we can write in this way. PV is proportional to T into N. When you remove the proportional symbol, you will get one constant, that is capital R into Tn. After modification of this equation, we can write in this pattern PV is equal to nRT. So this is known as ideal gas equation, where P means pressure of gas, V means volume of the gas, N means number of moles, capital R means gas constant, and T means absolute temperature. When 1 mole of gas, what is the ideal gas equation means? PV is equal to 1 RT. And 2 moles of gas, the ideal gas equation is PV is equal to 2 RT. When you substitute instead of N is equal to weight divided by molecular weight. So the ideal gas equation we can write in this pattern, PV is equal to W by M instead of N RT. This is about the derivation of ideal gas equation from gas laws. Boyle's law, V is proportional to 1 by P. Charles' law, V is proportional to T. And Avogadro's law, V is directly proportional to N. The ideal gas equation is PV is equal to nRT. Students, a gas which obeys all the gas laws under all the conditions of temperature and pressure is called as an ideal gas. The ideal gas equation is obtained by combining the three gas laws, which are Boyle's law, Charles' law, and Avogadro's law. The derivation is in the form PV is equal to nRT. We can obtain from Boyle's, Charles, and Avogadro's law. This ideal gas equation we can express it in 6 different terms. So the first equation is PV is equal to nRT. Second equation, PV is equal to W by M RT. Third equation, PM is equal to dRT. Instead of W by V, I have substituted density. Mass by volume is equal to density. Hence, PM is equal to dRT. And fourth equation, P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. Based upon this ideal gas equation, we can write like this: PV and T is come on the left hand side. Here N and R are constant. So PV is equal to nRT. When N and R is constant, we can write this PV by T is equal to NR. So these are the constants. We will get the formula, this one, in 2 different cases. P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. This is known as combined gas law. Combined gas law. Next, fourth one, dt by P is equal to M by R. dt by P is equal to M by R. So here from this equation, dt, this is the dt, d and t is equal to M by R. When M by R is constant, you will get one more equation. This M divided by R is constant. In case of 2 different conditions, d1 t1 by p1 is equal to d2 p2 by p2. Instead of that, when you constant temperature, pressure and R, temperature, pressure and R, this is temperature, this is the temperature and pressure and R. So D is equal to M. Hence, you will get one more formula based on that. D1 by D2 is equal to M1 by M2. So these are the ideal gas equations we can express in different forms. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. This equation is applicable for the same gas at different temperatures and pressure, and this equation is applicable for different gases at the same temperature. Sixth equation, the relation between molar mass and vapor density. Vapor density of a gas is defined as the ratio of the mass of the gas to the mass of hydrogen occupy the same volume at the same temperature and pressure. The vapor density of a gas is same at any temperature and pressure and volume. So this is the formula, ratio of mass of gas to the mass of hydrogen. Gas mass and hydrogen mass ratio only we are considered as vapor density. So vapor density Vp means what, ma? The mass of the gas. Mass of the gas. Ratio they are saying divided by mass of hydrogen gas. Mass of H2 gas. This is known as vapor density. Just see the equation. As per the ideal gas equation, PV is equal to nRT. PV is equal to N means W by M RT. I want to know about mass of gas. That's the reason mass I am taking here. W is equal to PV into M by RT. In the same way, mass of hydrogen, PV into 2 means that is the hydrogen mass divided by RT. Now when you want to write the ratio, mass of gas and hydrogen mass, the ratio means this you will get it M by 2. So finally, the vapor density formula is Vd is equal to molecular mass by 2. Vapor density is equal to molecular mass of the gas divided by 2. Now you want to learn about the gas is constant, universal gas constant, which is represented by the capital letter R. R values always depends upon pressure, volume and temperature. R value always depends upon pressure, volume and temperature. How it is? We have a formula, PV is equal to nRT. Now when you want to write R is equal to PV by R is equal to PV by N into T. This is fixed mass. Hence this R is always depends upon the units of this. Whatever the units of pressure, volume and temperature, that is the unit of this capital R. When you express the unit pressure in atmosphere, volume in liter, so liter, atma, this is what temperature in what? Kelvin. For example, this is mole. How do you express the unit for capital R? PV is equal to nRT. I am writing R is equal to PV divided by N into T. So units I am writing, this is atma, ATM atmosphere, V means liter, by N means moles, mole, Kelvin. Temperature means Kelvin. So these are the units for capital R. So atma, liter, or sometimes you can say liter atma. First volume liter, then after pressure atmosphere per mole Kelvin. So mole Kelvin or Kelvin mole, both will be same, no confusion. In this way we can express the units. So capital R, universal gas constant units, is always depends upon what pressure, volume and temperature. Now we are going to see it. R is equal to PV by NT. First R value I am going to expressing you. Capital R is equal to, here pressure I am taking 1 atmosphere, volume 22.4 liter and 1 mole. T is absolute temperature 273.15 Kelvin. When you substitute all these values, you are getting 0.0821 liter atma per mole Kelvin. So liter, when you change it into milliliter, this value will come. Milliliter, when you want to change it into liter and millimeter, atmosphere we are expressing in millimeter of Hg. Hence, this value will come. When you change the units, value will be changed. One more expression I am going to show you, the same capital R. Capital R is equal to same formula PV by NT. Here the pressure I am expressing in pascals and volume I am expressing in meter cube and N expressed in moles. T is same 273.15. So mole Kelvin mole is same, but what I am changing here, pressure and temperature, hence the value will be changed. Third one, instead of pressure I have substituted dyne per centimeter square. Instead of volume I have substituted 220414 cm cube cubic centimeter divided by mole instead of N mole. Absolute temperature same, mole and temperature always same. Just while changing the pressure and volume, the values will be changed. And also units also change. 8.314 into 10 to the power of 7 dyne centimeter per Kelvin and mole. See here students, the first value you have to remember. When you change the units, the remaining values you will get it. Here also first value remember, remaining value, while changing the units you will get it. The gas constant per molecule is called as Boltzmann constant. Gas constant per molecule means is a ratio of gas constant and Avogadro's number. Capital R divided by N. Capital R value is 8.314 into 10 to the power of 7 divided by 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23. You will get the Boltzmann constant value, that is 1.38 into 10 to the power of minus 6 ergs per Kelvin per mole. So this is about the Boltzmann's constant. When you express it in joule per Kelvin and mole, 1.38 into 10 to the power of minus 23 is the value of Boltzmann constant. So this is about the ideal gas equation. Now I am going to show you. This is PV is equal to nRT. P means pressure, V means volume, N means number of moles of the gas, T means absolute temperature in Kelvin, R is the gas constant. You should remember these are the four important capital R values. 0.0821 liter atma per mole Kelvin, 8.3145 joule per mole Kelvin, 8.2057 cubic meter atma per mole Kelvin, 62.3637 liter tar per mole Kelvin or liter mm of Hg per mole Kelvin. Some of the numerical problems we are going to see on the basis of ideal gas equation. Question number 1. Consider the 5.5 moles of helium gas at 30 degrees centigrade and pressure 1 atma. Calculate the volume. So here the given volumes they have given moles, N they have given, temperature small t they have given, atmosphere means pressure given, and you have to calculate volume. As per the ideal gas equation, in ideal gas equation we have capital T only there, that is PV is equal to nRT. In this question, small t given, Celsius temperature, that you have to change it into Kelvin temperature. Capital T is equal to small t plus 273, 303.15 K. Now using the 1 atma is equal to 101,235 Newton per meter square and capital R is equal to 8.314 joule per Kelvin and mole. When you substitute the ideal gas equation, you have to calculate volume now. Substitute all the values, you will get the answer 1.4 meter cube. Hence, the volume of the gas is 0.14 meter cube. Question number 2. Example 2. Carbon dioxide gas undergoes a cooling from an initial temperature of 300 degrees centigrade, a pressure of 2 atma, and volume of 20 liter to a final temperature of 100 degrees centigrade, and volume of 15 liter. Throughout the cooling, the amount of gas remains constant. Calculate the new pressure. First, given values you have to Underline it. Carbon dioxide gas undergoes a cooling from an initial temperature. Initial means T1. T1 they have given. Initial pressure given, P1 given. And volume 20 liters, V1 they have given. And T2 also mentioned 100 degrees centigrade. And volume is V2 is 15 liters. Throughout the cooling, the amount of gas remains constant. Calculate the new pressure. P2 you have to find out. We have a combined gas law, that is P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. In this case, we have to find out P2. First, convert the temperature into Kelvin scale. Temperature given in the question is initial temperature 300 degrees centigrade. When you add 273, that changes into Kelvin. T2 also convert the Kelvin scale. From the ideal gas law, P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. P2 is equal to P1 V1 by T1 into T2 by V2. Substitute all the values, you will get 1.7 atmosphere. Hence, the final pressure of gas is 1.7 atmospheres. How many moles of neon are contained 12 dm cube at NTP? At temperature and pressure at NTP are 20 degrees centigrade and 101,325 atmosphere using the ideal gas equation. So what they are asking, how many moles they are asking? Moles means N, you have to find out N. So dm inverse minus 3 means, what is the meaning? Dm cube means it is indicates volume. Temperature they have given small t. And atmosphere pressure if given. So just substitute all the values using the ideal gas equation. When N is equal to PV by RT, substitute all the values, you will get the answer 0.50 moles. In the right hand side, I have mentioned we have taken pressure in atmosphere, capital T converted into Kelvin scale. Capital R units I have taken joule per mole Kelvin, and volume I changed into meter cube. Here decimeter cube they have given, I changed into meter cube. That is the reason I multiply with them 10 to the power of minus 3. Example 4. Determine the molar volume and density of air at STP. The molar volume is the ratio of volume to the mole. Volume, molar volume is equal to V by N is equal to RT by P as per ideal gas equation. When you substitute all the values, you will get the answer 0.02241 meter cube per mole. And consider the molar weight is of air is 28.84 grams per mole. When the ratio, the density can be calculated by dividing molar volume to the molar mass of air. The MW we have find out here, that is 28.84, and VM here 0.02241. This ratio you will get the answer 1.287. Example 5. In electrolysis of sodium chloride, hydrogen and chlorine are liberated from the aqueous sodium chloride solution. Both the gases are transferred into container which is maintained at 4 atmosphere and 30 degrees centigrade. Calculate the volume of the container if 100 ml of H2 and 100 ml of Cl2 are transferred. Simple. In electrolysis of sodium chloride, when electric current is passed into sodium chloride solution, you are getting hydrogen gas and chlorine gas. Both gases are transferred into container which is maintained at 4 atmosphere and 30 degrees centigrade. And see here, given values only you have to underline it. Atmosphere 4, 30 degrees centigrade. Calculate the volume they are asking, right? The container, if 100 moles of H2 and 100 moles of Cl2 are transferred, number of moles they have given. Now, as per the given data, the total number of moles transferred into N is equal to N1 plus N2. N1 means hydrogen moles plus chlorine moles. Both the gases are transferred into only one container. So this is the one container. Whatever the gas is formed hydrogen gas is formed here and as well as chlorine gas is formed here. Hydrogen gas number of moles are 100 and chlorine number of moles also is equal to 100. When you mix up in a same container, the total number of moles of this mixed gas is equal to N is equal to N1 plus N2. It means 100 plus 100. You will get 200 moles. So N means 200. The volume by the ideal gas equation is as follows. When you substitute all the values in this, you will get 4.97 meter cube. Last question. The sample of air expands from an initial temperature of 25 degrees centigrade. Initial pressure is 2.2 into 10 to the power of 5 Pascal. And initial volume is 1.2 meter cube. The final pressure and volumes are 40 degrees centigrade and 5.3 meter cube. Estimate the final pressure. So this is combined gas law. All the values they have given, you have to find out P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2, where you have to find and estimate the final pressure P2 you are going to find out. As per the given data, P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. When P2 is equal to, when you substitute all the values in P2, you will get the answer, that is 5.2 into 10 to the power of 4 Pascals. So these are the important numericals based upon ideal gas equation. Okay, students.